So my name is Melissa. This is my very first video that I am recording for my YouTube channel. Um, I'm starting this channel to try to raise more awareness and to help people not feel so alone in living with a chronic illness or living with multiple chronic illnesses, because I myself have multiple chronic illnesses and it can definitely be very hard. It can feel so lonely, but I promise you, you're not alone. There is multiple of us that are here for each other, and you can definitely count on me to be there for you. Um, in this video, I'm really going to talk about like what to expect in my channel and in all my other social media platforms, because I do have a TikTok and an Instagram that I'm also going to be starting. Um, I am mainly going to be talking about, obviously, living your life with the chronic illnesses, um, kind of help people with like tips and how to manage some symptoms, because it can be very difficult to manage symptoms. Um, there is different ways that we can do it, and I mean, certain things don't work for certain people, but maybe what I do can help you. Or other way around, you give me your tips, I give you my tips on ways that we can manage our symptoms, because any advice helps. I do want to do like weekly vlogs, day in the lives. I do go to amusement parks. I go to Disneyland, Universal Studios a lot because I do have the annual passes, and I want to show how accessible it is, or what they can do to make it more accessible, or in like little tips on how I can help you enjoy your day more at Disneyland or Universal, or just overall at a amusement park, because it's a long day, and for a person with chronic illness it can be very difficult to manage. um it's I'm also going to be doing like questions to my loved ones, friends, families, my husband, all that, so we can get like their point of view, because a chronic living with a chronic illness, yes, it affects us and it affects us a lot, but it also affects those who are around us. It affects everyone. And I'm telling you, a support system is a very, very big factor. It it helps a lot having the people that are around you being able to help you, or anyway, like, you have to make sure they know that you have these limitations, because if they don't know, how do you expect them to help you, right? um for example, my husband, he's one of my biggest supports. He helps me so much. He helps me every day. He helps me manage my symptoms. He There's a lot of things that he does for me that help me be able to do the things I do till this day. So I truly appreciate him so much, and I love him for everything that he does for me. Um, but yeah, I do want to do videos regarding on how certain places can be more accessible, or how accessible they truly are, because I myself do use mobility aids. I use a cane, I use a walker, I use a wheelchair where my walker converts into a wheelchair, which I think is pretty awesome, because, in the moment, you don't really know how you're feeling. You can be fine one moment, and the next you can't. It goes downhill. Because the chronic illness is very unpredictable, and like I said, it doesn't just affect me; it affects the people around me. So that's why I say that a support system is a very big factor, because you definitely need people to help you. And it sucks to say that because you feel like you don't have your independence, but you do in a way. Does that make sense? Um, I do want to do other activities, not just amusement parks. Like I want to do, I don't know, just like I said, like a daily, like a what it's like to live with a chronic illness and how much it does affect us. Because there's a lot of people that see me and they don't think that I am sick or that I have all these chronic illness. You see me you pass by me, you don't see it, right? But I do have multiple chronic illnesses. I will be doing a whole separate video talking about that just because there is a lot and it's a very long story and it deserves its own video. But like I was saying, I do want to go to different um, locations and do different things to show that uh, we could still do the things that we love to do. It's gonna look a little different, but that's okay, because it's still possible for us to do the things that we love. Just like I said, with extra steps or taking extra little things, or it might just take you a little longer to do, but we can still do it. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's definitely possible for us to do. Um, because I do want to show like I was saying, like how accessible certain things are, especially for people that come from afar, right? Like that travel so far to be able to come to these places and they need it to be accessible. And just because sometimes online it says that it's accessible, I'm not saying it's not. It is. It could be. But how accessible is it really? You know what I mean? Because just because it has like a little ramp, don't get me wrong, that's a big thing. But just because it has that doesn't make it all the way accessible, because you do need other things, right? I don't want to get so much in detail, but when I go to Disneyland and when I go to Universal Studios, there is a very big difference on how accessible they are. Um, in my opinion, I feel like Universal Studios is definitely more accessible than Disneyland. Um, I don't know, I don't know. I'll do more videos regarding that when I go to the park, and I'll show you guys how or the differences in the accessibility point of view at the amusement parks for sure. So that way you guys know what you guys can do to enjoy your day, especially with the summer coming in. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be a whole different adventure. Um, because I don't know about you guys, but for me specifically, the heat is a very big trigger for certain chronic illnesses of mine. So I have to really prepare and I have to make sure that I take it easy, right? And like I said, that's when your support system comes and they understand that it's going to take you a little longer, or you need to do certain things or take breaks or whatever the situation is. But it should be fun to record those videos just to show you guys like how to enjoy your days, because I love amusement parks. I love being able to do things. I want to get back out there and do things that I used to do. I am currently also getting back into photography. I used to do it so much before I got really sick, and I love being out there again. And I'm glad that my friends and my husband convinced me to start it again, because they know how much I truly love photography. I'm also going to do videos on that. I'm going to show you guys little like tips or little yeah, like tips and tricks on how to do certain things that you used to love, right? Doesn't mean you have to completely stop doing what you love. You just find an alternative on how to do things, like I personally have a tremor in my hands, right? Like that's why I stopped doing photography and I stopped doing hair because I do have my license for cosmetology. But I don't do hair, I don't do makeup, I don't do none of that because of the tremor in my hand. But like I said, my support system really helped me find different ways and showed me that it's okay to do it a little different, because the outcome is still going to be the same, which is amazing because being behind a camera, whew, I love it. I love it. I really do. Um, to do the things that we love to do is it's great, even if it's the smallest thing, like the simplest thing, just because, like I said before, chronic illness is very unpredictable. Like you don't know how your day is going to be. I personally wake up in the morning, I was like, okay, what hurts? You know, I mean, I have pain every day, and I know many of us with chronic illnesses, we wake up like that, pain 24/7, and we have to manage it and work around it because if we don't, then we can't live our life, right? But I wake up in the mornings and I'm like, okay, what mobility aid am I going to use? Do I need my cane? Do I need my walker? Or do I need to be using a wheelchair or whatever the situation is? Or even do I need a knee brace or do I need anything? Anything to kind of manage. And before I was very self-conscious about it. I didn't want to use it. I was like, no, I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm fine. But I noticed that because I started using it, I was able to do more. And it's okay to use a mobility aid or to need help or to let people know that, hey, I need to take a break. You need to speak up. We need to speak up for ourselves because no one's going to speak up for us. No one really knows what we feel. No one understands what we go through on a daily basis because our normal is very different to a person without a chronic illness. This normal day, right? Even a chronic illness with a chronic illness person, their symptoms are very different. Even if they have the same chronic illness, it's completely different, right? No one's illnesses are the same. Our days are very different. So that's why I want to raise more awareness and show people that they aren't alone. That this platform that I'm trying to create is a very safe place. I don't want no negativity. I don't want people to come to this and feel judged because no, being judged is not okay. I've been there. I felt it before. I've lost friends. Because they judged me or they didn't believe me because I mean it's an invisible illness for a reason, right? Like you don't see it, but that doesn't mean it's not there. So that's why I want to raise the awareness. I want to show people that it is real and we do feel it. But just because we have it does not mean we cannot live the life we want to live. Just because it takes us a little bit longer to do doesn't mean we're not going to do it. Um, so I'm very excited to start this journey, to start showing you guys how to be able to live your life because we do only have one and we should make the most of it. It sucks, like we do have to struggle with the chronic illness, but it's okay, life is still good. It sucks sometimes, but it's still good. Like we still can enjoy it, make the best out of it as much as we can because it's too beautiful to just not live it. Um, because I know how it is to feel so alone. I know what it's like to be in such a dark place and not know there's no way out of this very dark tunnel that we're in, right? But there is. Just you just got to keep pushing. You got to keep going, and that's why that's why I'm doing this. That's why I want to start this. I want to show you guys that there is no limit. We we can still do it. We have this life that we were given, and it's very difficult and very unpredictable, and it feels like it's impossible to live or you can't do it, but I promise you it is possible, and we can do it. And it's okay to not be okay, if that makes sense. Like, you you can still have fun and enjoy your life. Like I said, it's just a little different sometimes, but it's okay. Like, it's still possible. But anyways, totally went off topic. But definitely what to expect on my channel. It is obviously talking about chronic illnesses, as I was talking about it in this video. Day in the lives, weekly vlogs, definitely amusement parks. I love amusement parks. I am 31 years old, and when it comes down to an amusement park, ooh, I'm a kid again. I'm like 5 years old, ready to go on every single ride. Um, I'm also going to be doing other activities, not just specifically amusement parks. I want to show how different places are accessible, um, and on how to manage our symptoms, or just different things overall. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys will definitely join me, and please subscribe. Um, I am truly excited to start this. Like I said, this is a very safe place. You guys are more than welcome to leave a comment. Uh, if you have any questions or even an advice that maybe could help me, hey, I'm all for it. I will be linking my TikTok and my Instagram down below. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it's gonna be at an amusement park.